Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're just going to be working on some exercises that people that haven't really been working out or are beginners can use instead of the typical, squats, bench press, things that are really more for people that have been doing this for a while. The only thing you'll really need, even you don't need it, but I really suggest you get one because this will help not only for you to begin, but it's going to help you all through because once you get even better, it's going to help you then. And it's just a Swiss ball or yoga ball or stability ball. Depends where you get it from, they call it different things. We're going to use this 3 times, but I'll also give you a way to do the exercises easier without this ball. So I would suggest getting one. In advance, if you're watching this, I apologize for all the transitions. I don't have a moving camera and I'll need to be at different spots. And it's less boring than trying to set you up at a huge wide angle to see me just move back and forth. So enjoy. Here's the first one. We're starting with chest. So first we're starting with chest. We're going to work 2 isometric contractions for your chest to help build the strength, and also a formation of a push-up, because you may not be able to do a full push-up on the ground and you may not be even able to do one on your knees. So we're going to modify and we're going to make it work. First, we got what I like to call wall pushes. It's not wall push-ups, just wall pushes. You're going to face the wall. You're going to put your hands just like you're doing a normal push-up. You can put one foot in front of the other, and all you're going to do is just for about a 10-second count or more depending, is you're going to try to push the wall away from you. So you're going to lean into it and just push. Push through the arms. Don't push your whole body, push through the arms. All you're going to do, you're just going to face. You hit 10 seconds, you rest, shake it out, and you just go back into it. You should feel the contraction. It's just isometric hold right here. You're just looking, you're facing, and you're trying to push that wall away. If you're in a house, you're trying to push your house. You got to move your house, push, and you should feel it all through here. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to do an incline push-up. By incline, I mean that you're going to have something in front of you, up, and your body's going to be inclined towards it. Decline will be the opposite way, where your feet are up, which makes it way harder. But this will be a lot easier for those that can't do actual push-ups on the ground. And this will vary in difficulty depending on how high your surface is. So the higher it is, say if you were just to do push-ups on the wall, that's easy. The lower you get, so the more of an angle your body's at, the harder it will be. So I just have this right here I'm going to use. My body's at an angle. You're just going to push into it, as you can see, and then push up. Do the same as a push-up motion, but you're up, you're standing, and up. Most of you will have a kitchen counter, everything. Just make sure you got a nice grip, it's not slippery. You're gonna grip on there and make sure everything, the only axis is your toes. From your ankles up to your head is straight line. You're only moving at the arms. Don't cheat, you're already on an incline, which will make it that much easier that you shouldn't need to cheat. But just make sure so that when you get down to an actual push-up, when you work your way up, you'll have the proper form, so you might as well practice now. So just remember, you're facing, my body's straight, stand up straight, put your hands out. You can stand out a bit, put hands out, and I'm just moving at the arms. My whole body's staying the same, just my arms are moving. That's all it is. Just fall into the arms. Trust yourself, you're strong enough to hold yourself. Alright, next. We're going to do another isometric contraction that I'll show you first. If you don't have the yoga ball I was talking about, you can just simply do it where you just clasp your hands together, and with each arm you just push through the arms. That's all you're doing. You're pushing your hands together as hard as you can. You should feel that squeeze all in here. You're just pushing as hard as you can together. Trying to push your arms the opposite way. Make sure your arms are straight out, because like this, it doesn't work the same. Arms straight out, clasp, and just push through each other. Now, if you have my friend over here, yoga ball, you're going to do the same thing, but you just got to place your hands on the yoga ball, and you're just going to squeeze in. So you want to see my face? I'll turn a bit so you can see my hands, and you just squeeze. You squeeze in, and you just hold. That's all you're doing. So either no yoga ball, hands together, just push the hands together as hard as you can and squeeze, or a yoga ball, hands on either side, and just squeeze as hard as you can. That's it for chest. Those are 3 moves that you can do So let's move on to legs and see what you can do. So first for legs, we got quarter squats. Everyone you know is a big move for legs is squats. You're squatting down, but not everyone, one, has access to a gym, or two, the ability to actually squat with weight, or even just fully their body. So don't think of the term quarter squat as in you're only going a quarter of the way down. I believe it's more to say you're using about quarter of the strength. So using your beautiful yoga ball here, you're going to place it on the wall, place it on your back. That's all you're doing. Feet go out, shoulder hip width. You can point your toes out or in, depending on you. All you're going to do, make sure the ball is low enough, is you're going to sit down and then go back up. That's all you're doing. You're using this to roll on, have a nice hold, and up. This will alleviate a lot of stress off your legs and make it a lot easier for you to squat down and then up. That's all you're doing. You want to do about 10 reps, 3 sets, and that's all you're going to do. Now, follow me if you don't have a yoga ball. Not everyone does. I'm just going to slide you over. We're going back to just like when you did bench press. You have something. All you're going to do is have something to hold on to. You can't see my face, that's fine. See where my hand is holding. All you're going to do is hold on and squat down as far as you can. Hold on with both. Squat. Try to keep your posture straight. Everything. If you can just hold to keep your balance, if you can get down here and up, that's fine. If you can get lower, because you're holding on to something, if I were to let go, I'd fall back, but I'm holding on, so I go here and up. So you can use the yoga ball, or you can come over here, hold on to this, whatever works. So now I'm going to slide you over a bit more. We're going to move on to the next. Is what I call box squats. You will want to use a bench or something that's higher here, or even a seat. If you have a chair, you're at work, you have a chair, all you're going to do is put your butt to the chair. You're just going to squat down, sit, it's easy, and squat up. That's all you're doing. You squat till you sit, and you squat up. Now this is a bit low, especially if you're a beginner, you don't want to use something like this. This is all I have to use. So you'll have something about here, going about halfway, and you'll just sit down, sit back, stand up. So again, sit down, having a nice day, nice drink, sit back up. It seems easy, especially if you're going to do this when you've already been working out for a while, but when you're beginning, it's going to help a lot. So using maybe a shorter surface, this would be perfect for a lot of you at this height. You could use a step. You have stairs in your house. All you're going to do is step ups. So you can start with 1 foot. I'm starting with my left. All you're going to do is using that left leg. Don't momentum off here. All you're going to do is step up. You missed my head, but you see here, you're seeing the legs. Step back down, using this left leg here. You just step up. And then however many you do on your left leg, you're going to have to switch over and do on your right leg. So all you're doing, all on this right leg, step up. Make sure you feel that burn. If you're better at this, maybe even though you're beginning, you're pretty strong in the legs, you can always make it higher, then you'd have to step up higher. If you need lower, just use a step. Use anything that's just elevated off the ground and help yourself. So our second last exercise, what we're going to do is called a glute bridge. It's going to work the back of your hamstrings and your butt. So all you're going to do is lie flat on your back. Bring your heels as close as you can to your butt. You can grab on if you have shoes to bring them closer. All you're going to do, hands down to your side. You can hold on to something. And all you're going to do is lift your hips up to try to make you straight from your shoulders to your knees. So all you're doing is starting from here, and you raise up. You can hold, you come back down. You have the choice of either going up and holding, or going up, and down. It's just as simple. If you get good at this, you can start doing one leg. It is harder. But again, even though you're beginning, you may be pretty good. So one leg, and then you gotta switch over. But to start, Just all you got to do is start going down and try to get your hips up as high as you can. That's all you're trying to do. So that's glute bridge. And our last leg exercise that you can use your hands, or if you have a small towel, ball or something, I'm going to use a smaller yoga ball that I have available to me here. Is you're going to set whatever, if you have a towel, bunch it up. You're going to set it just above your knees in between your thighs. So I'll do it here. All you're going to do is squeeze your legs together, trying to pop that ball, trying to pop that towel, whatever. You should feel that on your inner thighs. It's another isometric contraction. Don't forget to breathe throughout all these. So that's all you're doing, is you have something in between here, your legs, and you're just squeezing as hard as you can, trying to break whatever in the middle of your legs. So that's legs. Next, we're going to move on to back. So for back, we can be in pretty much the same position, laying down on carpet, whatever you have. All you're going to do for the first one is you're just raising your arms up. So you're going to lay flat on your stomach. My arms are out. You're just going to alternate between lifting them, so have them out to your side, lift them up, hold, and down. You're doing that first. You got overhead here. You're just going to lift them up, hold, down. And the last one is your arms behind you. Is you're going to lift, hold, and down. You don't need any weight. Just use your arms. So I'll face you so you can see again. So I'm laying towards you, arms are out. All you're going to do is lift, hold, arms go down, in front, lift, hold, and going back, lift up, and hold. That's going to work on your upper back. Again, using no weights, it's just an isometric contraction that you're squeezing as hard as you can. Next, we're going to do a cobra, but you're trying as hard as you can to use more of your back than your arms. So you can lay back down, arms underneath, use your arms a bit to help you up, come up, and then you can come up on your arms here, on your elbows. Try not to rest on your elbows, use them there for support, and just hold your back up. Once you start getting good, you can release, or just kind of have your hands here if you need. Remember, elbows down, help for support, come up, and then just use your back to hold you up. Try not to rest on your elbows. So that's, I'll face you again to show you. So it's modified cobra. Superman, you know that's a really hard move for your back. So your elbows are down, you're down, lift up, and then just try to hold yourself up with your back. Your elbows are here just for support, and you're holding up with your lower back. So last but not least for your back, we're going to use your ball again, or if you have anything big that you can round up and hold around like you're hugging, that's fine. So you're just going to take the ball, or whatever you have, put your hands as far around it as you can go. All you're going to do is hug it in, but you're pulling towards you. So you feel that in your back. You're not hugging it. The last time I showed you for your chest, you were kind of hugging it in. Now you're bringing it in. You're pulling it towards you. That's the hug. You're bear hugging in towards you. And you just hold. You do that. Again, if you have anything big enough that you can wrap around, you just pull in. You should be pulling towards your body. And you're just pulling in. If you use another person, use another person. Just make sure they're stronger than you, so there's no real chance of you hurting them. So next, we're going from back onto biceps. I have one bicep move that you don't need any equipment for, not even a ball. All you're going to do is you're going to create your own resistance on this bicep. So I hope, even though you may be a beginner, you've heard of a bicep curl. In the gym, people with weights, they just lift up, curl up, that's it. But what you're going to do now is one arm at a time, you're going to curl up, but you're going to use your other hand, and that's what you're doing. You're going to create your own resistance and curl, pushing down on the hand with this arm and curling up with this arm. So you're just pushing down and you're curling up. You should feel that resistance in your bicep. You're creating your own. So make sure you do what works for you. So next, we worked our biceps. Now we're going to work the triceps in the back here. All we're going to do is use the wall for this. Our first move is like a skull crusher. if you've ever heard of it. You do it in the gym, you're laying down, you have weights come down to your head, and then you push up. But we're going to use the wall, and you're going to be standing up straight. First, just like the wall push, you're just going to hold. You're going to put your elbows and your hands on here, and all you're going to do is you're just going to push through your hands as hard as you can and hold. So just push through your hands. That's all you're doing. You're not pushing back, just trying to push this wall back and down on an angle. You're trying to push it down. That's all you're doing. You're pushing through the hands. So try to kind of scrape your hands down and push. That's all you're doing. And then next, just to move off this, all you're going to do is actually move on this, not just hold. So you're going to come down your body and you're going to go up like this. You're using your body. Again, you can do this on the incline like the push-ups if you are too good for this and you need more resistance. Find a ledge, hold down, and then just curl down and up, and that's all you're doing. Is bend at the tricep, so I'll come close to show you. So your arms will be like this, and you just want, in the end, for them to be straight. Keeping from your shoulder to your elbow here at the same place, you're only moving at the forearm. That's all you got to do for triceps. Just use a wall. Walls help a lot. So now we're going to work on your shoulders here. We did a bit of your rear delts when we're down laying on your back, or lying on your stomach, sorry, working on your back. But now we're going to work the front, anterior delt, and the side of your shoulder. And it's just going to be the same as the bicep, is you're creating your own resistance. So if you're going to raise this arm up, like front raises, you see people have weights, is that you're going to just push down here and you're just going to lift up. So you will work a bit of the lat on the side pushing down, and you're going to work the shoulder trying to raise it up. So just raise up. That's two different contractions, one trying to push down and one pushing up. So it's like this. You're pushing with both hands, one down, one up. That's all you got to do. For next, we're going to work on the shoulders. We're going to do the same, but going sideways, and you won't be able to go full range because unless you have something you can hold, then you can always hold your shorts or something, and all you're going to do is isometric contraction is trying to lift your arm up to the side. So I'm going to hold my shorts, I got them nice and tied. I'm just trying to lift them up. That's all I'm trying to do. I can't, but I'm trying as hard as I can, keeping that contraction. Last thing we're going to work on, things that you can do for muscle-wise, is we're going to do core. Not everyone can do full-on sit-ups, full planks. You can't always do that stuff. Not everyone's at that fitness level. It is what it is. You got to start somewhere, and this is where you're going to start. So first, I like to call them eccentric sit-ups, what they're called. What you can call them is reverse sit-ups, slow down sit-ups, whatever you want to call them. Make up your own name. All you're going to do is you're doing the end act of a sit-up. So you know sit-ups, you go from laying down here all the way up, right? But now you're going to do slow going back down. So you're going to hold, use your hands kind of as a guide. You're just going to slowly fall down. Control it. Nice 5 count. And then whatever you have to do to get back up, if you have to roll over here, come back up. If you have to crawl up, that's fine. But just make sure you go from here. Now you're going slow down. Nice 5 count. It's all in that hold. Again, roll up, do whatever you have to do to get up. You can't always do sit-ups, not everyone can. Sometimes it hurts. Even, hey, you're not a beginner, but sit-ups suck for you. Try this and it'll help you out. And next, what we're going to do is kind of the same principle, but it's an isometric hold once again. That's the word of the day. What you're going to do is hold under your knees here. And you're going to lean back till your arms are straight. All you're going to do is try to lift your hips up towards your chest, and you're just going to hold here. If you need help, one hand, both hands, just kind of put your hand on your knees, just kind of support security, knowing that you're holding something, and you're just going to hold. You don't have to move. You're just staying right in this position you're holding. That's all you got to do. It's an isometric hold. It's going to work your abs the same, but it's not going to require you to do all the same biomechanic movements that all the other abs are going to do. So next, all we're going to do is a modified oblique workout. So if you've ever seen P90X or other people, there's an oblique workout where you're on your side here, hand here, and you're crunching up. But that's pretty difficult, especially for someone just beginning. Even people that do P90X can't do that properly. So all we're going to do is taking your knees and your feet together is keep them on the ground. What we're going to do is keep this arm out to help you on a nice angle. All you're going to do, let me get nice in the middle, so legs are down. All you're going to do is go. Your knees may jolt up a bit, that's fine. What you want to do is just kind of go up and crunch up as high as you can to the side. So you're laying on your side, knees, feet down, hand behind, and just crunch. That's all you're doing. Because the other one's pretty difficult, it takes a lot of oblique work. You may not even have heard the word oblique, let alone know you even had muscles on the side of your body. So let's work them modified and work their way up. So that's the full workout for beginners. You can use those, just start off, you know. You'll work your way up from those quarter squats into holding those squats, to bodyweight squats, to weighted squats. You got to start somewhere. Enjoy starting here.